World Champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off play action on first down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Rock. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and goal coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Newton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Fires left. Makes a connection. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Hokies are on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Got it behind the line. It's Rock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the move, he fires. Working that left side. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Newton. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys.
Taking it the other way. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Hokies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Newton. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what the coaches talk about, like when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair. They'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Downs. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the... Last time, let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Downs. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for some... more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well.
He's loose on the left. Season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Caught. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt him.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A quick tackle made, but he's got Freddie for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Hokie! And the stomping has commenced. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The option look. Jukes his way for more.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go. Ready?
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense putting points on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Punts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Breaks the tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Oh, it's blocked!
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Newton. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Oh, they're after him! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive